Louise. Well, alrighty then. Let's get it. Where? Oh, there. Oh, that light bright back there. Gosh, let's see what. I could do it a little bit, y'all. It still don't sound like people that know what they do. Oh, okay, nothing. No shades. I don't even feel like getting up to get them. Becky. I have a little bit of this, which is probably going to be gone in 2.5 seconds while it still has some air. Because I do not want it if it does not have that. Because you see what that did when I just opened it. I close it again, it's going to be a wrap on it. Yeah, I barely wanted to drink that. I barely wanted to drink that, and I have this. Whew. You guys. There's my girl, Becky. Let me see for a minute. That's a shame in this game because I put too many nothing wants to be in my mouth. I put too many what did I put too many? Oh, bouillon cubes in my daggone collards. So I'm trying to cook some of that salt off of them. I added more water. I added more water last night, but they don't sat. I added more water. Like I added a lot of water, and if it don't work, I'm just not gonna have those collards because I can't eat them like that. But I'm making me some mashed potatoes because I had a taste for some mashed potatoes. Welcome, y'all. Welcome. Sylvie414. I is Sylvie, your rough edge lady, and hope that y'all have had a wonderful day today. It has been very, very productive. Hold up. That was someone asking me what I do up here. I just asked them to bear with me and let me be up here because I had said that I'm going live. And so talk while you're live. Like, you can't just be holding conversation. That's not respectful. It's not feasible. It's none of those things. But as I was stating, I hope you guys had a wonderful day. Y'all, I'm tired. I haven't said that. I look here, look a home. Nah, in a whole lot of days. In a whole lot of days. And my goal, I'm gonna keep calling those things that be not as though they were, even if I fall by the wayside a little bit. I'm gonna tell you what I mean by fall by the wayside. Y'all had remembered last week I did not come on Monday, and on Tuesday when I had came on, I had said, because I did not come on Monday, it is absolutely positively not feasible for me not to come on for the rest of the 4 days. And the God had said, girl, you a lie. Probably that night when it came out of my mouth. However, I do believe As I stated on another video about another subject, I believe that God gave me grace because some of the things, like God been lining this up, and I've been watching God line this up for years, y'all. Like years, things. One of the things that I believe that the Most High spoke to me while I was in the homeless shelter was to take a nap daily. I have age. I have age. I have 49 of them. I have 49 ages. I aged 49 whole times. And then God wants me to be up at 4 a.m. so that we can sup. I like supping with thee, God. 4 a.m. sometimes it's a little difficult, but I like supping with thee, God. So it wasn't something that thee, God was like, get here, be here. But y'all know I told that story about you and your boo. And you know, thee, God is like your daddy, but you know, I had to bring that analogy. It's on a live back there somewhere. But there's a jealousy that thee, God shares with that may be that of a lover when we do relationship. Anybody that does a relationship with you, because it seems like it's trying to probably maybe get weird to somebody, and I don't want it to get weird. I don't care if it's your daughter, I don't care if it's your son. If they don't feel like that relationship is going both ways, they are going to feel slighted by that relationship. The most intense way for me to be able to explain that, other than God, would only have been a romantic relationship. You know, it's the romantic relationship comparison of the song over there at that church that got me in a lot of trouble. Just they kept saying they didn't want to sing the song. The song said "Sloppy Boy Kiss," and I'm just like, get this done before you get here, maybe, and we won't have to be discussing all this nonsense when we should be practicing. Yeah. Sometimes in speaking, people don't like what I say. You be the truth. People don't always like the truth because they can't handle the truth. And then I get in trouble. These God told me to tell the truth. The whole truth and nothing but the truth, so help me God. So I gotta do what the God said. I cannot do what you guys say. And those guys. I gotta do what the God says. And I have to make this quick because I have potatoes in there cooking and collards that have water boiling out of them. And I'm not gonna try to make this quick because then the God might beat me, but I might say, hold up, y'all, hold up, hella. I have to do that. But yeah, I gotta do what God directs me to do. So 4 a.m. was a request. And getting up at 4 a.m. And I can sometimes be like a baby. When it's time to go to bed, even though you get up at 4 a.m., sometimes it's time to go to bed, and babies get nosy and they act like they're gonna miss something if they lay down. They just be trying to see everything and stay up. Sometimes I do that. And that made me slight God a little bit. God don't like to be slighted. If you don't like to be slighted, what makes you think that God likes to be slighted? Come on now, just put your thinking brains on. You know people like y'all ponder. It don't even take a lot of pondering. Nobody likes to be slighted. Slighted means just don't get the full effects. And if the God does so much, I don't care if you're religious or not. Something wakes you up every day. And I promise it's not an alarm because everybody don't use no alarm. Science don't wake you up every day, even if you believe it and practice it. I promise you, if you believe science got you here. If you believe it got you here. And Big God is teaching me how to find balance, find the happy medium, the middle ground, because nobody wants to go to there. Everybody said there ain't no shades of gray or anything like that. Everybody wants to be over here and totally over there or totally in middle ground. But if you believe that science got us here, Tell me how science wake you up every day. And why it wake you up and then don't wake some other people up. Ever. And then let's not even talk. Then it wake you up, but then it don't wake some other people up a little bit because they oversleep. I'm just asking. It's a pondering question. But it's neither here nor there. That's not what we're here for tonight. But the God wanted the time, and I wanted to honor the God with the time. Welcome, 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 you guys. Like, share, and subscribe. I love you. So yeah, I was supposed to take a nap at 8 o'clock on that Wednesday because I went to live that Tuesday. And I talked about some things that I was supposed to talk about on that Wednesday that never really got talked about last week. I'm going to talk about them tonight. But nothing got talked about on Wednesday because I had my nap scheduled at 8 a.m. Why? Because by the time I wake up at 4 a.m. and do what's called to be done between 4 and 8, I want to shut back down. Yeah. Yeah. So that didn't happen, needless to say, because I was doing things and stuff. Now, was I doing productive things and stuff? Yeah. Could I have put those productive things and stuff off to take a nap? Yeah. Were the productive things and stuff the things that stopped me from taking a nap? No. The things that stop my eyes look like they look in this video like I am blurry vision when I tell y'all I see two sets of eyes, and I don't like it. I don't like it one bit. I just want to blink and every time I come back I get two sets of eyes. I think I'm finna put my glasses on and see if I had two sets of my glasses on. I don't have none. I'm so tired. Oh my god. But excuse me, y'all. So I was allowing myself to be distracted by my loved ones, and I do that, and I tell them that I do that, but I don't allow them to take responsibility for the fact that I am distracted by them. Y'all know them buttons I be talking about. Oh shit, no. Oh yeah, that was about to be a time. Those buttons work across my life. Those buttons are not just for the purpose of keeping me from sweating bullets, from getting frustrated. Those buttons work across my life. Those are buttons that allow me to allow my family to distract me. I like those buttons. But the God does not like distractive buttons either. So I did not take my nap at 8. So right around 7, the plan was to come live in the 8 o'clock hour. So around 7, it sleepy in my eyes tonight because I went back and forth with tonight, but I went back and forth. On days I'm good. Sister Gal went back and forth. I talked myself in it. The God did not have to talk me into it tonight. I talked myself into it tonight. The God doing too much. We got to talk about what the God do. But I was like, no, Heifer, you going live. It is what it is. You going. You're going. But that night, 7 o'clock, my body shut down. It feels in shutdown mode right now because I got up at 4 o'clock. I took my nap this morning. I took my nap at around 9:40. And I napped until 11:30. I wanted to nap till 12. And And then I got up and I continued my day. And I put my family in there and did my family things too. We play a little games and stuff like that. I love my family. But this is first. And today, I made sure that I made, like, I ain't played no game all day. I just started really playing my games with my family. Because what happened that night at 7 o'clock, when my body shut down in a major way, I set my alarm. I said, Lord, I'm going to get up at 8:30 and I'm going to go live. Needless to say, that did not happen. Y'all, if y'all can excuse me one split second, I'm going to go check on my food. Y'all. Leave it to me. Leave it to me. It's no food messed up. But I messed up my cast iron pan. Yeah, she great. I'm a little heated about that. Because that pan was not cheap. Cast iron pans were not cheap, and it was a small one. I paid like $20 for that pan. It's like this big. I paid like $20 for that pan. I forgot I turned it on to dry it. I forgot. When I went in there, I'm like, why is the smoke? Because I knew none of the food should have been. My collards are on very low, and my potatoes had a lot of water in them. So I went on ahead and cut them off because I knew my potatoes was almost done. And my collards had a lot of water in them. Excuse me, my collards was on very low. Yeah, but I forgot about my daggone pan. Just trying to pick up where I left off real quick. So yeah, I shut down that night, and my alarm did go off at 8:15. It went off. And when I turned it off, I rolled over, and I continued on in the business of allowing my body to rest because it had shut down. And shutting down is the reason why the Most High said take a nap daily, because that is generally how I have taken naps in the past, by way of my body just shutting down on me, because I don't take naps. I don't take naps. And even with this nap, like, my body ready to shut down, but I still believe that Monday night is 10 o'clock night. Like, God hasn't said anything to me to change that yet. So, or if even at all, like, I believe that Monday night is 10 o'clock night. So yeah. So I went live Thursday and Friday, however. I did go live Thursday and Friday. And I made my video that in the 15 days I had been live 11 out of the 15. So the goal is to go live every day this week. That's the goal. But what I'm gonna learn how to do is stop sticking my foot in my mouth and making statements that could prove not to be true. I won't do it on purpose, y'all. It's my fault, but I didn't know that my body was gonna shut down like that. It is definitely my fault. I didn't know my body was gonna shut down like that. That's why I need God to do things in decency and in order. Order, offering, and obedience. That's what. Alright, y'all. So, I see your dirty rain. I see your dirty rain. Now, I don't lie here, dirty raining. Can you get your nose up out the dirt? You know, you gotta go ringish now. If you're not exhibiting modest behavior in your own social media, let's start with this. Beautiful young lady, I don't know what island she's from. Beautiful young lady on TikTok. Her makeup looks extreme, and so does her wigs. That's my opinion. This young lady does not think that we get the right to our opinion. Because the person that commented, the person that, on TikTok, they have their little, I guess they stitches in the top left-hand corner to let you know who they're responding to. And generally, I don't care whose platform I'm on. When they have that little thing up there, and I read what they saying, and I see their response, I'm like, okay, it was warranted. This thing say, that thing that you up there spewing out your mouth, or something real. Her comments to the response was very, very respectful. Her comments, on the other hand, were very, very disrespectful in stating your opinion is not wanted. I'm going to go over this again, because I say this to my mini-me 3000. Haven't said it in a long time. You're on public social media, baby. We get the right to have our opinions. I know some folk out there, they, all caps, would like for us not to have our opinion. That's why so many groups and peoples is sensitive over there and totally lame. It's okay to be sensitive. It's not okay to be sensitive and totally lame. And I'm not saying that just because the Most High told me not to be sensitive and totally lame, because the Most High had to tell me not to be sensitive and totally lame. I guess I am saying it for that reason, because the Most High tell me to go speak, so I'm speaking to me first. Speaking to me first, somebody there too. Not, oh no. I have to take every pen out, because it was 2 pens in there stuck together. When I say I didn't know what was going on, I thought I had loosened up a couple of pens, and I felt them, because I don't really do pens unless I do Bantu knots. I don't like the rubber bands, because the rubber bands really pull them tight. So the pens I have a little more control over, and generally I haven't had that issue. So I'm pulling pens out from here and there, thinking that, I caught the issue. I go back here in the back of my head and start trying to pull a pen out, and it don't want to come out. I'm like, what the heck? And then I noticed that another pen is stuck in, this 2 hairpins stuck in one another. When I was able to detach them from one another, I felt, oh. When I took those jokers out of my head, I felt, oh. That thing was no joke. That thing was no joke. Alright, so, real quick, and then I'm going to be out. So, yeah, like, we get to have our opinion, man. That saying that person saying that they believed that her wigs were not, that it was in my opinion, it was the truth too. Like, it did not go. That's the cosmetology in me. The cosmetologist in me. No, I might not be her cosmetologist, but you can't stop my eye from eyeing. The wig didn't go. Beautiful young lady. The wig didn't go. And sometimes her makeup is extreme. Now, I just wonder. Well, no, I can't even wonder that about her, because she's doing her before and after. So but it kind of looked like she might got on some makeup on the before. So I don't know. We get to have our opinion. It's an opinion. It did not infringe on her First Amendment right. That opinion did not. That is Wendy opinion. The freedom of speech brought without embarrassment and truth, making sure that it's truth. That's where that comes in. Our opinion is a freedom that we have, and it seems as though freedoms are trying to be infringed upon in a major way, and the only peoples that can keep freedom is the peoples. If the peoples let it go, if the peoples never speak, then they feel like it's okay. So we started with the TikTok lady. We're going to stay on the ladies, and then we'll give you a little better. little bit of news. A little bit of news. All right, so I apologize, y'all. Let me get here. Sometimes it just doesn't want to open. Okay. So we're gonna go to the ladies. And then we're gonna talk a little bit of the political and the societal, or the ecclesiastical and the societal are always going to be together, if that makes any sense. Wherever there's going to be political oppression, there's going to be societal. Wherever there's going to be ecclesiastical oppression, there's going to be societal. And of course, wherever there's going to be societal oppression, there has to be societal. The masses. It rolls up to the masses. So I'm watching Ringo TV because I'll be watching Ringo TV even though I leave a lot of his bones. Oh my gosh, it can be a headache sometimes because he has bones and they feel like they just prick. And they don't prick because there's any truth to it or anything that I'm ever going to take in. They're bones. You do not eat bones. Okay, how much wisdom somebody feels like they have. You don't eat bones. Learn how to decipher. Howsoever, and I have not gone to look this young lady up yet. So if y'all would like to go check out Sprinkle on YouTube. Sprinkle is her name. Sprinkle is married to an old guy. Ringo TV refers to him as her sugar daddy, but it's her husband. He might be an old guy, but he's not her sugar daddy because he's her husband. Now, is he her husband for the right reasons? That will be up to the person to each and everyone's opinions. That can only be an opinion. Because who is to say he give his definitions on why he's supposed to be married? I mean, I guess because he feel like she from the streets. Now, the thing about it is, and I do intend on watching her content, and I generally, when he speaks about someone else's content, I generally go and I watch it. I haven't watched her, but she's basically telling women to follow after her lead. Go find you an old rich dude is what he's saying. Go find you an old rich dude. And it seems as though he's saying that she has the old rich dude because he got the bag. She's telling you to go get your old rich dude because he got the bag. You'll be able to keep the bag after he's gone. He said that her following is 20-year-old, in that age range, and she has a lot of women followers. I want to figure out how to check somebody else's analytics. I know how to check mine, but I don't know if that's how you check on someone else's page, so I'm going to go and do some doodling to find out. My whole thing is, no one can ever say what you feel like on the inside of you when you go out and you do these things. We're going to talk about Virginia. Because I know when I was watching, because I think, let me tell you what I think the most compassionate had done doing. Gave me another show to talk about, because when I tell y'all, I used to talk about me some nip and tuck. Sylvie used to talk about some nip and tuck. Because it was relevant. Guess what? So is Claus. And I want to watch it. And it took me this long to watch it. And I'm watching things line up with the things I'm talking about. That's what makes you happy. Kanisha Nash told Virginia, excuse me, Desna, let me, can't be saying Niecy Nash told, Desna told Virginia, you gotta get yourself together. Now, Virginia did go get them out of a bind, using what she had to get what she wanted. That's what she was used to doing. She came from the world of stripping, using what she had to get what she wanted. But you could tell everything about her demeanor. Did not like it. That's all I be talking about. All the ladies. That's all I be talking about. If your inside's good with it, if it's nothing that's not making you crawl anywhere, making you feel a little electrified in the wrong way. If you good, I'm good, baby. You like it. Sylvie, love it. I promise you that. But if you feel like Virginia, because Virginia felt like she had that gold ring in her nose and she was dragging it through the mud. I see you, dirty ring. I see you, dirty ring. Virginia saw her own dirty ring. Virginia saw her own dirty ring, but she said that she knew that was what she could do to get what she needed. She knew that she was trying to fit. She broke down, trying to fit in with you heifers. Trying to fit in. You don't want me here. And this is where I came from, and this is what I'm used to. But y'all don't want to take me under your wing. Now, she gave Desna's man a whole bunch of good stuff. But Desna, they was all treating her like that before anybody found out. Because she gave her man a whole bunch of good stuff. But just to say, every woman out there that's doing this does not do it because she thinks I don't even care if she is celebrity. Miss Sukiya. Ugh. Whose business is it? I guess. I'm gonna make that part of my title. I say, no, Lord, I'm not putting no poop in my title. Oh, shit. If that is what you like to do, I can't even stop you from coming on social media and saying that you want to be my brain does not even try to fathom those kind of things. Cause you put your whole bedroom out there. You want poop involved. You want flatulence involved. Let me just try to be graceful. You want poop involved. You want flatulence involved. You want urination involved. All the stuff. All over you. If you like it, I love it. You want it in your hair. You say you want poop in your hair. You know how... Let's not even talk about what it's going to take to get that out your hair. But what about the infection that you run the risk of getting? How you going to protect yourself from that? Yuck. I have to turn my heat off because I got a little overheated. And I forgot I turned the big heat on, cuz it's cold out there. Yeah, so this sprinkle, I'm certain that the platform that's all that I'm saying about these just pearlies and sprinkles and people that are talking to these young ladies out here that wants to be fitting in with manospheres and fitting in with pop culture and not wanting to teach a young lady how to be better. And that's why I leave Ringo's Bone, because you're talking about what somebody supposed to be out here teaching a young lady, but then you say ain't nobody teaching nobody nothing. Nobody? There's somebody out here. Somebody out here. Lord. Alright. Got a little hot from that one. We're going to move on. Because after Sprinkle Sprinkle, then there was Ebony K. Williams. I think I watched her on Wooly D. Because she wanted to go and speak with Ayanla, of all people, about men not being protectors and men not being providers and men not being this and men not being that. And Ayanla asked her one question. She's a radio host of some sort. I think I saw she's a lawyer. I think I went in and did a little bit on her. She's been on The View. I haven't watched a lot of her, but Ayanla asked her when she talked about roles that men weren't, as to why she's not married or why she can't find a good man. My whole thing is, we done talked about the common denominator. Common denominator is not always going to be a bad you, but more times than not, when you're the common denominator of something, it's something you need to look at yourself about. Generally, when you're the common denominator, you need to look at yourself, baby. So Ayanla said, would you date a bus driver? I had a bus driver friend. I've had some friends from all kinds of walks of financial background, statuses, and things like that. Why? Because I don't chase money. Never have. Have not been in a lot of relationships in life. One of them, I was married. I was with that man for 15 years and he took care of me very well. He knew I ain't chase money. I had a relationship that wasn't. And he took care of me well enough for a relationship that wasn't. And he owned realty and businesses and things like that. He knew I ain't chase money. And he got only friendship. I still feel like that's unfinished business. Only friendship. The best of it that I could offer, because I knew he was awesome. And I'm not saying that everything he did was financially, but he did not have a problem with offering his assistance to my life because he knew I ain't chase money. But he got to own the bus. How do the bus driver? I ain't saying it ain't so, but how often is it so? Just about as often as you're being the common denominator means that you don't need to look at yourself. You need to look at the other people. That's not often. That's a rarity. What your name is again, girl? Ebony K. Williams. You should go sit down somewhere and have several seats. Get to know thyself, lady. Because that might just be, that what Ayanla told you in so many words, that might just be why you can't find a good man. Go Google bus drivers that own the bus, ma'am. Go Google bus drivers that own the bus. It is the backwards thing for me. You have single women out here trying to tell you how to be married and how to... I've been married. I can tell you where my mistakes lie. I tell people about my mistakes that be like, I shouldn't look at myself because my ex-husband cheated. It's not the truth. It is not the truth. How does one become better at any point? I ain't stopped analyzing myself. I started analyzing myself more after I got separated. More. I wanted to be better. More. I started analyzing myself so much that I did with old Leon did. Y'all remember I had talked about Leon, the narcissist, the admitted, diagnosed narcissist. He said he had to stop dating and start seeing a therapist. Yeah. I had to back out. from any scenes that had anything to do with men. I had been in a man's life and he had been in mine for 15 years. I was good for a little moment. Let me get to know me. Guess what? Sylvie went and had several seats. That's why she don't mind telling you when you need to go have some. Melanie K. Williams, baby. Let's see here. And I say unmarried women telling you, because just Pearly Things and the Melanie K. Williams and the, what's that other one that was on there with media, not media takeout, but tutorials, MTR, media tutorials, or whatever his name is. But I think her name Melanie too, Melanie King. So we got a Melanie Williams and a Melanie King, and we got a Jess Pearly. We got all of these ladies that have no man's, either dogging man's or trying to tell you how to get man's, and they don't have no man's. Then you got your ladies out here in the industry, you know, the Cardis and the B's and them and the Nickies, the married ladies, and the Sierra. Sorry, Sierra, you joined the bunch. Trying to tell y'all to be the best single independent lady you can be. It's the backwards for me. It's the backwards for me. Sylvie just wants you guys to ponder and grow. Only pondering is going to help you to grow. If you're not pondering, then you're letting all the other ladies think for you. All's the married ladies that want you to stay single for the rest of your life, and all's the single ladies that don't know how to even tell you to try to get better to be in a marriage. But if you go sit down somewhere and have several seats and take a look at you in the deepest and the hardest way, you might figure out how to get better for you. Guess what? Because you have sons. And although Ringo talking about Dusties and go blame the mamas and all that, to make Ringo be a whole hot mess. But you have to recognize the truth, because if you out here vibing and getting these babies in you that, you know, some of us, many of us are going to keep. You know, you might complain about the man after you keep the baby. But when that goes on, like, that starts a whole chain that you haven't thought about previously. You know? You haven't thought about that previously, and then the children become affected, and they become affected in major ways sometimes that go into adulthood, and then we have these cycles, you know, generational curses that need to be broken, that we're not breaking because we're thinking about the emotion of things. The cities without walls. Let's do whatever we want, however we want. Let's feel what we want. Let's feel like what we want. Let's just feel all over the place. There's no balance in just living a life off of feelings. I promise you that. You have to add discipline and structure into your feelings. You have to add realism and reality into your feelings. Because if you are living totally off of your feelings, you're living a delusional life. I'm just saying. Let's see what we have here left. Oh yeah, and it was a chick on Claws that they haven't really gone into her storyline, but as I was talking to sugar daddies and stuff like that, one of the scenes cut across Claws and the chick was sugar daddy, and I think I want to go back and rewatch that one because I don't think I watched that episode good. It's a couple of episodes I think I didn't watch too good. I might have to go back and rewatch a couple of them. But all right, we finished talking about the ladies. So Right quick, let's talk about Ed Sheeran. I can't even think, and that's a shame again. Take me into your kiss me under the light of 1,000 stars. Oh, you mean to your heart. Thinking out loud. We found love right where we are. We found love right where we are. Thinking out loud. I don't even know if that is really the way that it goes. But I have it on my playlist because I like the song. He's being sued by one of Marvin Gaye's family members for that being plagiarized from Let's Get It On. And once you think about it, and they said he sung it beside it once before, and then went back and said, if it was a plagiarism, do you think I would have sung it beside it? But then they went and I forget who I watched him on. I didn't put who I watched him on. They went back and played a little rap that he had done from back in the day. It basically let you know that he had plagiarism in his songs. Like, it's all weird. They're suing, so if y'all want to go look that up, you can see that they are suing Ed Sheeran for plagiarizing the song. While it's not criminal, there should lie some weight to the fact that there are rappers in court right now who are in court for their lyrics, facing criminal charges. So, I mean, if you play those songs side by side and your lyrics from your other song states that you plagiarize, and we have rappers right now whose lyrics have them in criminal cases, I don't know. Maybe your lyrics should be looked at in court from your previous song. I love you, Ed. And then we have JP Morgan. Now, I don't know if I talked about JP Morgan in them. Okay, before we talk about JP Morgan, let's talk about what I said I was going to talk about, since I talked about just pearly things. And I'll be talking about YouTube being the new TV and the new Hollywood and every stuff like that. And I'm going to leave it like that because I don't want to go back and change it. They contracting over here. I said it about just pearly. Tasha K been doing it. If we really think about it, Tasha K been doing it. I don't know if she's doing it on the scale of just pearly. Night and Day just announced that they are going to be doing it. They hiring content creators to work underneath them. So let me tell you how just Pearly's page is going to see how this is going to work. Because the Most High God had told me to stay independent. Independent. I'm a woman independent. Throw your hands up at me. Throw your hands up at me. See, God told me to stay independent. Just Pearly is giving her lower end Africans, because I'm just repeating her words, her Africans. She's giving her lower end Africans 10 to 15% for their own content because they're using her studio. So they go to her studio, they use her studio, they get 10 to 15% of that cut. And she gets 90 to 85%. on their page. She gets 100% of what it views on her page because it views on both pages. Yeah, that's what they about to start doing. Sound like slave driving to me. Sound like slave driving to me. If I don't know what the cut of the other people, like I said, 90 Day ain't started doing it yet. Tasha K been doing it. Tasha K done fell out with some peoples and some stuff. I take, just like I said, the difference between, to me, Tasha K and Just Pearly is Tasha K is not around here fronting like she's trying to be nobody friend. She's not around here fronting like she's trying to fit in. She tell you she believes she the GOAT. She tell you she about her money. She tell you she ain't. I ain't heard nothing different. She tell you she ain't got no friends on YouTube. Say the same thing about her that I say about Chris Brown. If you see that he is over here on the ladies, what make you keep going after the ladies? So if you believe that Tasha K is the people, what makes you? If you know and you still choose, I'd say that's on you. But just wanted to let y'all know they're down here contract paperwork on YouTube. And I believe wholeheartedly that I can give you guys a confident no thank you because the Most High made sure to tell me to stay independent. Now let's talk about JP Morgan. I don't know if I said this on one of my previous lives, but JP Morgan has been, they talk, they want to use the word seize. When I watched 90 Day Network, I read a little bit of the article. When I watched 90 Day Network, it made, there's like nobody went to jail, like no arrest was made or anything like that. When that, how many? Oh, it don't say how much the seizure was. But their boat got seized, I think like last week, coming into the U.S. with a whole millions and millions of dollars of cocaine. And then they just went and bought a bank, trying to make the bank crisis that ain't going nowhere go somewhere. They went and they bought First Republic Bank. 93.5 billion net worth. I think that's what BN stands for. I didn't go look that up. You feel me? Okay. I got two more things. And then I'm out, you guys. And it's going to be less than an hour. I'm all right. I'm good. Man. Please, please, please be careful. If you drive for any of the, I don't even begin to know what to say or how to tell you to be careful if you drive any of these delivery services, Uber Eats, Lyft, little grocery store things. Be careful. A driver was dismembered delivering food. I have stress over my eyes getting that story. Because that person was just trying to do their job. And when they went to that delivery, they definitely did not know that they were not going home that night. I ain't know how to make that funny. I ain't know how to lighten that one. The Most High told me to lighten it, y'all. I be trying to lighten it. But that went through me for a whole loop when I found that out. Because then they played another little girl. They played her story. And it just is what it is. Like, how you keep yourself careful? He was just trying to go deliver the food. Like, I don't even like... Because I can't... I'm going to have to go find the article. Because I didn't even go... Where did I watch it at? Was it night and day? But it was in Florida. It happened in Florida, and it was 4 days ago. And then, this part, y'all. This part called me to the mat in such a major way. Because I looked at this story the first time yesterday. I didn't go into it until this morning. It was a TikTok challenge. Left a young man with 75% burns all over his body. He's unrecognizable to his mom. And the babies, I mean, these babies ain't no different than my babies, ain't no different than me. Because when I tell you, I did what this baby did. I did what this baby did. And then some. And then some. Because all that it said that he did was grab the aerosol can and the lighter. And it's possible that he probably had it in too close a proximity, because you really supposed to have that lighter away from that aerosol. You're not supposed to do it. I did it though. I have to be blessed that I was not hurt. My friends and I did it. I was 10, 11 years old, and we used to hold that aerosol can and light those lighters. You know what else we used to do? Light our arms. Yes, I used to be a great, great big fat follower. Alcohol the arm. That was a lot. That was a lot. Both of those last stories kind of got me. Kind of got me. Whew. Hello, beautiful. Daily growth. Daily growth is going to change so many things. Daily growth is going to be frustrating. Daily growth is not going to want to happen. Daily growth is going to fight you all along the way. But daily growth is going to change your countenance. Daily growth is going to change your confidence. Daily growth, baby, is going to change your life. It's going to change your whole entire life. It is worth it, beautiful. I see you on your journey. Sylvie, love you. I am out.